Ohayo, Hakase da yo. Hello everyone, my name is Thomas, and today we read about some news about famous anime director Takahata Isao. So let's just find out together what this is about, and let's go! 有名なアニメ監督、高畑勲さんの若い頃の原稿が見つかった。日本の有名な映画の監督、高畑勲さんのニュースです。高畑さんは蛍の墓などのアニメーションで有名な監督です。7年前に82歳で亡くなりました。最近、高畑さんの家から原稿やメモが新しく見つかりました。若い頃に書いたようです。書いていたのは、いいもののが悪いものに勝つような簡単な話ではありませんでした。専門家は、高畑さんの作品のテーマがこの頃からありました。とても大きい発見です。と言っています。And with that, let's get to translating. 有名なアニメ監督 means famous anime director. 見つかった is the simple past tense of 見つかる to find. So something has been found. What has been found is 原稿 a manuscript. And what kind of manuscript is marked here by particle no possessive? It's 若い頃の. So it's from 若い means young and 頃 is a rough estimate for a time or time period. So 若い頃 is at a young age. And whose young age is Takahata Isao-san no 若い頃. So a manuscript from Takahata Isao's youth was found. Then we start with sentence number 1. We have 日本の有名な映画の監督、高畑勲さんのニュースです。Which just means this is news about famous Japanese film director Takahata Isao. Sentence number 2. We have 監督です。So he's a director. And 有名な director, he's a famous director. In this case we have アニメーションで有名. So で有名 means someone is famous for something and that something is written in front of で in this case animation. And then we have disconnected with no to a different description, so we're learning more about what kind of animation he's famous for. In this case 蛍の墓など nado is an uncompleted list, so there's more than just the one example that is given. And our example here is 蛍の墓 or Grave of the Fireflies in English. And in front we just have Takahata-san wa as the subject or the theme of our sentence again. So in total we get Takahata is a director famous for anime such as Grave of the Fireflies. For sentence number 3, we have our verb 亡くなりました so passed away. 82歳で means at the age of 82. And then we have a time description which is 7年前 7 years ago. So he passed away 7 years ago at the age of 82. For sentence number 4, we have 見つかりました again, something has been found. And 新しく is the adverbial form of our e adjective 新しい, so it's describing the action of finding, so something has been newly found or newly discovered. What has been found is marked with particle ga, and it's two things connected with the particle ya to show us that it's one thing and another and possibly even more that are not listed. So we have genko, manuscripts, ya, memo. Memo just means like notes. Then we have ie kara. Ie is a house and kara usually means from, so the notes and manuscripts have been found from his house, which in English we don't really use. So in the final sentence I've translated it with found in his house because that just is what we would say in English instead of from. Then we have the description of whose house it is, possessive particle marker no, so Takahata-san no ie, Takahata's house, and saikin is just the time when it happened, and that's recently. So for sentence number 4, we have recently manuscripts and notes have been newly discovered in Takahata's house. Sentence number 5, we have 若い頃に書いたようです. In this case, 書いた has been written, 書いたようです, it seems to have been written. And again, we have 若い頃, it seems to have been written at a young age in his youth. So they seem to have been written when he was young. Sentence number 6 then, we have ではありませんでした. So something is not. And what isn't it? It's 話, a story. 簡単な話, a simple story. So something's not a simple story. And what kind of story we have in this part right here? いいものが悪いものに勝つような. So いいもの, good things, and 悪いもの, bad things. The subject is いいもの, the good things, and our verb in here is 勝つ, to win. So it's not a simple story where good wins against evil. And what are we talking about is marked with は right here. It's 書いていたのは. No right here is the nominalization of our verb that is in front. So what is written here, or the written, you could say, is not just a simple story where good wins against evil. And for sentence number 7, we have again the structure with our quotation marks, and around that is the part that we're looking at first. You have 専門家はと言っています. So experts are saying, and now we can look at what's inside of the quotation marks to find out what they are saying. So we have 2 sentences. First up, ありました, something has existed. から, meaning from. 頃 is again our approximate time frame. So 頃からありました, something has existed from some time onward. In this case, この頃. So from this time onward. And what is that? Marked with particle が for our subject here is 高畑さんの作品のテーマ. So 作品 is works, and テーマ is of course themes. So the themes of Takahata's works were already present in this time, or have existed from this time on. And for our second sentence here, with とても大きい発見です. 発見 is discovery, 大きい is big, and とても is very, so this is a very big discovery. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Let's talk a little bit more about Takahata Isao, because he's a very important director, I feel, so it was really interesting reading this article. So one of his works is Alps no shoujo Heidi, or Heidi, Girl of the Alps, which I remember fondly from my childhood growing up. And a different work that explains the choice of picture that we have in the background right now is of course the Hotaru no Haka, which is mentioned in the article, The Grave of the Fireflies, which is one of the most impressive, well-written movies I have ever watched. If you didn't see it already, I highly recommend you go watch Hotaru no Haka, Grave of the Fireflies. Like, be prepared though. You will cry, this movie will break you. I personally watched A Grave of the Fireflies like at least 6 or 7 times now, and I, to this day, cannot get through the opening scene of this movie without crying. It's one of the best movies ever made. I encourage everyone to check it out once they are ready to face the subject matter, which is pretty grim. And yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. I wish you all a very great day, enjoy learning, and I'll see you soon. またね